Hey there, don't mind the saw in the background. This video, it's not about cabinet making, but about the safety wire on your motorcycle. Now before we get into it, be sure to subscribe, like, drop a comment below, comment on anything that I put in this video. Tell me how I could make these videos better. I'm making for most of my friends, so I don't have to repeat myself whenever they ask about a particular topic. And in this case, the safety wire. So why do we safety wire our bike? Well, some people just like to do it to be safe and to prevent any screws from coming loose. Others, like me, I go to the track and different organizations have different requirements. So for most part, novice will not require you to safety wire. Same thing with intermediate. Oftentimes they'll just ask for a silicone to be placed on the oil plug, oil drain plug, oil fill plug, and oil filter, or the screws that secure the oil filter. Now in race series and in advanced classes, you have to do some safety wire. I ride for with Sport Bike Track Time, and in an advanced group, they require that you safety wire your oil fill, oil drain, and oil filter. If the oil gets spilled on the track, well, guess what? The track day is over. There are a few important things to know about safety wiring. First of all, always apply the pressure in the direction that the screw tightens. So in the case of this filler cap, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I drilled a hole on the right side. I'm pulling, so it's actually causing this drain, this fill plug to stay put or get tightened. If I would put the hole and the safety wire on the opposite side, it would be causing the pressure to allow this thing to rotate and therefore to loosen up. Also, a few things to consider is when you're drilling, and I'll show you an example of this particular bolt right here, you will see that there's actually a dimple inside there. So you're not having to drill all the way through the bolt, but you can just start drilling right up here at this very top surface and start drilling straight. Once you get about 1 millimeter bite, you can angle the drill bit like this, and the safety wire hole will appear here in the middle. So this way you can just catch the very, very edge of it. So same principle applies. You want to go in the direction that the bolt actually tightens. Now, if I was to safety wire my brake calipers, in this particular case, as you can see, this is for an Allen key, so I only have to drill through this outside wall, and I would probably put a hole right here that would be pulling it down if I was safety wiring it, let's say, to this bracket. But in this particular case, what I would really do, I would actually mark it. I would drill the hole right here on the bottom, or maybe towards the right side. Over here, I would drill the hole on the left side, and I would safety wire these two together. So you don't always have to go to a body work or some sort of a fixed element. You can actually safety wire the two bolts together. Now that we get the principles out of the way, let's get to it. So there's our 2023 Streetfighter V2, and here are all the tools that you're going to need. I will include links for the safety wire as well as the safety wire pliers in the description. I use the 6-inch ones. They work just fine, and they actually are good to get into the tight spaces. You will also need a small drill bit. I use the 1.6 millimeter, which is a 1/16. You can use a 1/8. I just like to keep them small, and this works well with this safety wire. So in order to get your bike ready for the track, you will need to safety wire your oil fill plug. So you drill a small hole right here, and then I drilled the small hole in this plastic. You put the wire through, you twist it, then you put the end over here through the cover, you twist it. No need to drill through any aluminum. So that's done. The next thing that you're gonna have to do, it's oil drain plug. Now this one's gonna be a little tricky. We're gonna get down under the bike. And I was actually able to keep the bike on the stand. Now let's see if we can get this to focus. There it is. So I did not buy the drain plug that already has a hole in it, but you can definitely buy those. So I just drilled through it with that small drill bit. Now I did break one, so make sure you get more than one. And then I just drilled a tiny little hole right through here, as you can see. And I started with twisting it right here, and then fed the other end, and then just looped the sharp end upwards so it's tucked in out of the way. So once that's done, the only other thing that it's left to get you ready for your track day is to safety wire your oil filter. As you can see, I peeled off the silicone that I had on here before, and then you can actually remove both of these bolts and use a 8mm socket. You can take them out. Oil's not going to spill. It actually takes quite a bit of force to pull that cover off. So you can take one at a time and then drill through it. As you can see, I started off with this one on the right. I twisted it, ran it over to the one on the left, fed it through, twisted it, and there you have it. That's how you get it track ready for advanced riding. If you need any more videos of this nature, drop me a link. Make sure to subscribe as it helps me support this channel. And until next time.